to go to battle, and Peter Hartley's comments have centred around the build-up to this. Both sides focused and fearless. The start of what could be a defining week for Rangers. They won't want to be turning their attention to Ufa and Celtic just yet, with Motherwell ready to take advantage of any let-up in standards. A fixture epitomised by its intensity. This is one not to take your eyes off.
We spoke last week about Rangers having a serious test going down to Kilmarnock in the Cup, which they did, and they passed that with flying colours, but we all know how hostile an atmosphere we can get here at Fir Park, and it'll be very interesting to see how they handle that.
Well, from day one, Steven Gerrard said his side would be up for the battle against anyone. They wouldn't be bullied by any team, and this really is the acid test. Nobody is more committed in the country than Motherwell.
I don't think we expected anything less than the start we've had. I mean, quite clearly there, Alan Campbell doesn't go anywhere near Andy Holliday, but certainly it will be competitive. Both teams will be fired up.
Chris Cadden to safely see it out against Barisic. Final touch. And off the Motherwell man. Swung in by the Croatian. Halliday. Barisic. Halliday can just knock it back to Katic and Goldson, who start alongside each other once again. Started all 11 games of the season.
Interesting thing you'd have to comment on right at the start in terms of Rangers formation. You look at where Tavernier is. Rangers captain's actually look as though he's playing outside right. He's that far up the park and that far wide.
Certainly does allow to be very fluid and flexible formation. Steven Gerrard has. Barisic also looking to push up on the left flank early on. Cadden now looks long for Johnson, and a slip by Goldson. Johnson, he scores! What a start for Motherwell! Their first goal of the Scottish Premiership season, and for the first time under Steven Gerrard, Rangers fall behind.
And we wondered at times where the Rangers centre-halves, were they bulletproof? They hadn't made an error throughout the season. It's a simple ball over the top. It's not about misjudgment. It's just the fact that he slipped. He's went to go for the header. I have no idea what he's wearing in his feet, but it's a golden opportunity for Danny Johnson. It's all about his composure once he gets there. He doesn't panic. He relaxes his body. Alan McGregor's caught no man's land, and out of nothing, one simple long ball forward. Motherwell ahead.
No, absolutely a good finish. I think the goalkeeper makes his mind up for him though, where his position is. As you say, Craggs, he's definitely caught in no man's land. It's the finish that was staring him right in the face. Just Connor Goldson slips, it's as simple as that.
Here's Morelos. Back it comes to Ryan Jack as Rangers look to make an immediate response. Barisic, Morelos is at the back post. Back in towards Lafferty. Bigarimana can't clear. Morelos might fancy this. And it comes off Richard Tate and goes out for a corner.
And it's probably almost Ali, even though it's early in the game, against the run of play. Rangers had started ever so well. They were on the front foot. All the play was in Motherwell's half. Here we go again. You know, almost at the test their character. You can see the goal.
Yep. When
you're doing quite well. How do you respond?
It's funny, the goal itself, Stephen, there's a lot of things you can legislate for, but that, there's nothing you can do about it. He's just slipped. And fair play, Mother will go ahead.
Here comes Barisic. Good ball in towards Katic. Motherwell defending strongly though. Ijaria now. Barisic. Ryan Jack having to go backwards to Flanagan. Now Goldson to Captain James Tavernier. It's a direct approach for Lafferty. The ball skids off the surface and the gloves of Trevor Carson, but he managed to keep it out.
Good ball in from Tavernier here. Only one thought in his mind, that's to hit the back post area. Lafferty gets up well, it's a good header.
His former manager, looking on, Craig Levein. Hearts, of course, sitting top of the league, and that is where they will remain, no matter what the results are today. Jack with the nutmeg on Campbell, and then Biggeremana with the foul on Halliday. Craig Thompson having to stamp his authority on proceedings early on.
I actually think that's a booking. And I'll tell you why I think it's a booking, because I think he makes no attempt. He actually runs towards the ball to stop him taking a quick free kick. If he was there in the first place, he might have got away with it, but he actually runs straight in front of the ball and blocks it. I think he's very fortunate not to get a yellow card there.
Halliday gets things moving again. Goldson will find Tavernier. Morelos. Tavernier again. Lafferty's the man in the middle, and being well watched.
And I think this is the option Kyle Lafferty gives you, Ali, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you can put, you know, there's no doubt Tavernier loves crossing the ball, Barisic loves crossing the ball. Maybe Morelos isn't that huge physical target, so certainly, you know, he is today.
I think you're right. I think obviously we saw last week Morelos can score goals from crosses. He's a good header. We're looking at the goal again. Goldson just slips, as you can see. I think the goalkeeper loses his footing as well, which makes it a, I wouldn't say an easy finish, but it certainly makes the striker's mind up, and he takes it very well.
Is the pitch too good, Ali?
Pardon me?
Is the pitch too good?
Listen, we were commenting on it. You know, it certainly is good a surface. I've seen it Fir Park in many a year. Obviously, the rain that's been that we've had this morning and overnight is certainly making it a little bit greasy, Greg.
The rain has been lashing down all morning in North Lanarkshire. Biggeremana now hooks that one on. Katic has to turn. Just slight hesitation almost allowed Danny Johnson in again. Lafferty back to Jack. Fine challenge by Gail Biggeremana. Campbell was too strong for Halliday.
I tell you what, that's going to be a cracking battle in there this afternoon. You can see Halliday, Ryan Jack, Alan Campbell, all love to put themselves about. I think they've all got that wee man syndrome, and they're all about 4'4". So there's certainly going to be plenty of tackles going in, Ali.
No, it's certainly an area of the pitch that we'll need to monitor, Stephen, that's for sure.
Biggeremana gets ready to take this one. Campbell provides the run, and number 8. And on number 8, as Ryan Jack comes in to knock it out for a throw. So Richard Tate, who last weekend was playing over on the right-hand flank, with Cadden coming back into the team. That's where he occupies today. Johnson. Jaria in there. Johnson had to fight for it. Biggeremana, neat turn from him. Flanagan knocks the ball off Tate.
I don't think Rangers would have expected anything else, Ali, coming to Fir Park and have a high-intensity game with the fans on the edge on the far side and the players up for the battle, would they?
Absolutely, no, not at all. It's something it's almost guaranteed when you come to Fir Park. And obviously, I mean, Gary McAllister knows Motherwell Fir Park better than MD probably at Ibrox. So no, it will not, certainly not be a surprise to the Rangers players at this moment in time.
And it's a Motherwell team who will be more than willing to fight tooth and nail for their first Premiership points of the season. Opening defeats, but Johnson is in again here. Another sighting of goal.
Not sure that was the right option. He gets his half yard. I'm not sure he's going to beat the keeper from that angle, but certainly low and hard across the face of the goal. Maybe something coming back off the goalkeeper would have been the better option for me there.
It's 2 starts, 2 goals for Danny Johnson. Arrived from Gateshead on a 2-year deal. Down goes Cadden. Main. It's closed off by Barisic.
Yeah, just touching on Danny Johnson, you know, Chris said at the top of the programme, Ali, he's probably the more natural finisher out of them all.
Yeah.
And you see already after 9 minutes, you know, his ability to get shots away so early on, his instinctive reaction when the ball comes around the 18-yard box, you know, the rest of them don't have.
He gambles, doesn't he?
And keeping Ryan Bowman out of the team, who caused 1 or 2 problems for Rangers last season. Cadden into Johnson. Certainly been lively. Cadden again. That almost broke for Andy Rose. Morelos, though, at the other end. 3 back for Motherwell. Lafferty joining the Colombian, who went it all alone. It will now break for Barisic. In with the left foot, knocked away by Carl McHugh.
This is a chance. Not sure if he gambles a little bit earlier. He walks onto it. Oh, could have fallen anywhere there.
But it's good play by Motherwell, but then you didn't see Rangers' strength, Ali, drawing Motherwell in, having that ability on their counter-attack to go and hurt the opponent.
Fast-paced stuff as Barisic sends it in. Katic rose well.
Can't believe there is nobody in and around the goalkeeper. That's unbelievable. He is there. Where does he go? Drifts away. No, you're always hovering about the goalkeeper if you're a goal scorer.
Scored from a corner on Thursday night to give them the advantage against Ufa in the Europa League playoff. Rangers now face around about a 6,000-mile round trip to eastern Russia on Thursday before coming back and then heading to Celtic Park. It's a big week of 3 away games for Steven Gerrard's men.
I think it's the top of his shoulder, there's a wee shove there, yeah. Keeps a hold of him.
Well, we're seeing already the introduction of Kyle Lafferty gives Rangers a different way to play. They can be more direct. And 2 up top in the shape of Morelos and the Northern Irishman.
Absolutely, Rory. It gives Rangers another option, another opportunity to play a diagonal, which we've already seen from Tavernier to Lafferty.
Cadden retreating and then knocked up in the air by Tom Aldred. Lafferty to Jack, being hounded by Bigarimana, but had a picture of where the space was. Morelos rose, Hartley got the first touch and then knocked further clear by Tate.
I'll tell you what, you have to look at the quality that Barisic is putting in there.
Really is.
Unbelievable amount of balls with quality.
Made a good impression since impressing Rangers while playing for Osijek in the Europa League qualifiers. Here's Katic, his countryman. Barisic. It'll be a good battle up against Chris Cadden. Fierce competitor. Full Scotland international after the games at the end of last season. Down goes Aldred. That will be a foul by Morelos.
I kind of think he'll be glad of a little bit of company up there himself, you know, rather than having to go and battle and scrap with 3 big central defenders. Almost having that presence of Kyle Lafferty takes a little bit of the focus off him, Ali.
I think you're right, Stephen, but interesting to note, I think both Rangers centre-forwards, Morelos and Lafferty, are more than capable of playing up front themselves as well, though. There's no doubt about it. You do appreciate a hand sometimes.
Main flicks it on. Johnson's pace causing a problem once again. Danny Johnson. This time he can't get it over the top of Alan McGregor, who saves.
Does well, Johnson. Goldson doesn't, on the other hand. Should be doing better there, Goldson, but Johnson does really well. The ball just doesn't break for him after his initial good play.
Morelos gets there before Hartley. Barisic Trying to go around the outside of Cadden, gets his cross in too. And Lafferty deflected, and Rangers are level. Kyle Lafferty back in blue and back amongst the goals. His first on his return to the Ibrox club, and it's 1-1 at Fir Park.
Listen, I've got to say to you, he gets a little bit of a break with a deflection, but take nothing away from the strike itself. And indeed, the cross from Barisic on the run. Watch this. This is absolutely top-class delivery. Gets his half yard, and that is a serious delivery in. Causes the problem. The volley, the strike's superb. All Kyle Lafferty is trying to do there, lads, has got a good contact on the ball and hit the target. He does that and he gets his little bit of break. He deserved it. And do you know something? Rangers have reacted very, very well since going behind.
Well, we did touch on it about the quality of Barisic and how many crosses actually he's getting in from that left-hand side. If anything, you felt that's where the goal was going to come from. Yeah. It was going to come from him putting the ball into the box. Yes, he's got a little bit of luck, but it's about the technique, it's about striking the ball. And you're right, Ali, I think over the piece, Rangers deserve to be level.
Boy, does he love playing against Motherwell. That's 10 now for his career. Should also note that Rangers never lost when Kyle Lafferty scored during his first spell. Johnson drives that one wide.
There's been a change to Rangers' shape as well. Flanagan's come over to the left-hand side, Katic and Goldson. Look as though they're going with three there, with Barisic up ahead on the left and indeed Tavernier over on the right, Craigs.
I think it actually was a three initially, but Flanagan was on the right-hand side. But because Goldson has made a couple of errors, Ali, I think he's decided to change it and move him out to the right-hand side.
Tell you, he's looked lively, hasn't he? Haven't seen a lot of him, Craigs, but he certainly looks any opportunity he can position himself for a finish. I don't mind that.
And in the thick of the action, right from the off, Danny Johnson. And an opportunity here for Bigirimana to pick out one of the bigger men. It's a good one too, and turned into the back post. Carl McHugh. What a response from Motherwell. Rangers won level for long, and it's Motherwell who restore their lead. What a game at Fir Park.
Well, what a game, and what a delivery from Gail Bigirimana. Rangers don't pick up. I don't know if it's Tavernier, I don't know if it's Goldson, but he almost gets a free run. I think it's James Tavernier. At the last minute he drops his man, but don't take anything away from the delivery. It's bang on the money, and then it's about the composure of Carl McHugh. Can he put the ball back across the goalkeeper and keep it on target? And he absolutely does. What a header, and again, Roy, what a game.
That was some delivery from Birigami. I tell you right now, he finds the back post area. I have to say, you're absolutely spot on, Craigs. I wouldn't be too happy with Tavernier losing his man, but take nothing away from the execution of the header. Sensational finish.
Carl McHugh saves his goals for the big game. His last came in the Scottish Cup quarter-final against Hearts. That stunning volley.
And I think probably for the first time this season, Ali, the Rangers back line looks a little bit edgy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Goldson, who's been tremendous all season, certainly not looking at his most comfortable.
And I'll be honest, you know, Motherwell have worked quite hard this week in set plays. They felt as if that was an area where they could exploit.
Listen, it's a great delivery in from Bigirimana, I've got to say, and McHugh, he pulls off to that back post area. Look, you know, you can criticise Tavernier, but at the same time, Craigs, what a finish it is back across the goal.
Here's Katic. Now into Kyle Lafferty, and Rangers need to do it all again. Of course, remember the last time they were here, they went 2 down and got that back to 2-all. Lafferty to Halliday. Spots the run of Tavernier. Tate having to deal with that, and he did so very well indeed.
Tell you what, that's top class defending, isn't it? You know, my first thought was he's going to head out for a corner kick. He may take a risk, but great composure by Richard Tate, because he knows Tavernier's right on his shoulder.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Very, very good defending.
It's the first time since Steven Gerrard has come in at Ibrox that Rangers have conceded twice in a game, and it's come in the opening 20 minutes of this one. Well, this one promised to live up to the billing, and it certainly has so far. Barisic, tricky one for Aldred, and he got a second chance to clear. Morelos comes short. Barisic into Ejaria. Back it comes to Ejaria. It might open up for him here. Motherwell just get the bodies around him swarming. Halliday, that's taken a touch too, and it will be a corner kick for Rangers.
Just couldn't get out his feet there. Nice strike from Andy Halliday, deflected. Goalkeeper delighted to see that one go past.
The game hasn't stopped, has it? You know, the players must be gasping for air. The excitement, the intensity of the game. Terrific advert for our game.
James Tavernier in with pace. Curtis Main got his head to it, and Barisic was able to steal in front of Johnson. Up go Aldred and Hartley, and McHugh knocks it high. Katic, Goldson. Katic again, but Barisic had already made the dart forward.
You know, as a manager, Ali, you know, it's been such a good start to the season for Steven Gerrard, but he will have known there's been tests ahead and different challenges.
Oh, yeah.
This is a completely new challenge for his players and his new squad, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we all thought, you know, Kilmarnock would be a test, and it was a test to a certain degree, but I would have to say that, generally speaking, even in my own playing career, Third Park was always one of the toughest places to come, and it certainly hasn't changed at all, Stephen.
Cup finalists twice last season. Didn't quite find such consistency in the league, Motherwell. They also lost their opening 2 games last season, but looking to turn things around here this afternoon. Johnson, Pigaramana, Tate, Goldson there to cover, helped on by Jack. Pigaramana once more. Johnson hasn't beaten the offside trap.
Yeah, Flanagan just held his line here on the left-hand side.
But I think that's in it. It was actually onside.
It was actually, yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where that's where Motherwell have had success, Ali. You know, they've put the ball in behind, they've challenged Goldson and Katic to go towards their own goal. So I don't imagine that'll change.
Something that the New Look Rangers defence hasn't had to experience thus far. Goldson, Tavernier, Goldson again to his captain, space for Tavernier to run into. He's going to have a go himself. Scored a couple of times on this ground.
It's a good effort. I just think Alan Campbell should probably go to him and close him down a little bit quicker here, coming into the picture there on the right.
he is such a danger when he gets in full flow, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, he does get a lot of goals from a wing back or a full back position. When the game opens up, that's what he wants. He wants to step into it and try and make something happen. So a little let off for Motherwell.
Plenty of efforts on goal, 12 in the opening 25 minutes. Aldred. Lafferty gives the offer. Jack. Tavernier. The rain unrelenting at Fir Park. Ejaria skips away from Rose. Had to fight him off again. It's neat stuff from Ove Ejaria. And Flanagan has to knock it back to Halliday. McHugh is in there, scorer of Motherwell's second goal. Gave up the captaincy to Peter Hartley as well in the beginning of the season. Down goes Morelos. Aldred, the offender.
How many fouls do you need for persistent foul in a booking?
I know. No, I was thinking that myself.
You know, Tom has to be careful. You know, he's been close a couple of times, and Kyle Lafferty's been around Morelos. Irrespective of how soft you feel it is as a defender, you now have to be careful.
Yeah, you see it from that angle. He's got his arms round Morelos. I think that might be his last one.
Craig Thompson keeping his cards in his pocket so far. Barisic takes. Tavernier, Morelos lets it run, and Tate sticking to his task. Goldson's header can only find Cadden, but Lafferty there to win it back for Rangers. Barisic couldn't control it.
I'll tell you who I almost feel sorry for a little bit, that I never thought I would ever say this, but the referee. There's so many things going on. The game is so fast. The surface is forcing players to slide into tackles. You know, there's so many things happening for him.
Well, I don't think Motherwell were overly keen to see Craig Thompson back. He showed 5 red cards to Motherwell players last season, 3 in one game up at St Johnstone.
Well, there is no truth in the rumour that I think he set a keeper off twice last year. Said it keeper down in Wigan has turned his phone off just in case Craig Thompson tries to send him off via the phone this afternoon. So he has to be careful. But yes, you're right, Rory. You know, there was a few sending offs last year from Craig, but that's all forgotten.
Bigarimana. He's supplied one already from a similar position. And Johnson had stolen in front of his man. Tough header though from there.
He gets a lovely whip on the ball. Bigarimana, he really does. He gets his foot round it. He's got good delivery, as we saw, particularly for the goal.
Goes McHugh. Lafferty back to Barisic. Full-blooded from Carl McHugh.
Craig Thompson, they're getting a bit of stick for getting that decision right.
I know our game does have critics and people like to have a little pop from elsewhere around the world, Ali, but on a day like this when the game is full flow and it's, you know, full-blooded, fully committed, it really is great to watch.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Opening 30 minutes, Craigs, it's been fantastic. It's been non-stop.
Hartley and Morelos close together. supporters getting a little restless.
But I think what Rangers have shown, Ali, is even in the heat of the battle, when it's intense, they still have that composure to keep the ball and move the ball, don't they?
No, certainly. I think that's the one thing that Stephen and Gary McAllister would install in them, a bit of composure.
Tate almost releasing Johnson. Campbell wins it back. Bigaramana. Now Main on the charge up against Goldson. Goldson just having to reset his position and is eventually fouled by Curtis Main.
Do you know, I'm laughing at the tempo, the pace. Look at them. It's just two players wholehearted going for the ball. Eventually it is a free kick to Goldson. But I don't know if you agree, Stephen, it's like a cup tie. The atmosphere within the stadium, the tempo, the way both sides are playing, it's actually getting played like a cup tie.
Barisic and Flanagan can only knock it up into the main stand.
I'd say another 6 inches on that and we'd watch and see how Craggs' touch was.
It hasn't improved. It would have went 30 yards.
Johnson is knocked out by Katic. Here's Main now. Never stops running. Cadden. It's headed clear by Flanagan. Barisic helps it on for Kyle Lafferty. Good spin from the Northern Irishman. Tavernier, a little short to Goldson. That invited Danny Johnson in. Motherwell have it with Tate.
I think he's at a solid start as well. Stephen Tate, left back position.
Big games around Europe, starting with the Bundesliga. Mainz against Stuttgart as they get their campaigns underway at 2:30. Then we're in France for Bordeaux against Monaco from 4 on 3 HD. Back to Germany for Borussia Dortmund against RB Leipzig. That's on 1 HD from 4:45. And then this evening, Marseille take on Rennes, 7:45. Goldson to Lafferty. Rangers level. Flanagan now. Ejaria. Strong challenge from Campbell. And Ejaria just left a little in there.
I'll tell you what, you know, from our high angle, Ali, I'm enjoying watching Rangers trying to open Motherwell up as in their midfield. You know, splitting the gaps, balls in the strikers' feet. It's clearly something that they work on.
No, the movement's been very, very good.
Tate into Johnson. Katic did his job well. Barisic now looks up the line. Morelos providing the run. He's got a chance here against McHugh. Alfredo Morelos.
And it's great movement by Morelos initially to get down the side. You know, Carl McHugh, you can see him struggling, doesn't have the pace of Morelos, keeps the ball alive. Should almost have been a penalty kick if Morelos gets himself down, but he fancies the shot, and then Motherwell get off the hook.
He did really well right up until the last bit where he should have laid in. I think it was Andy Halliday was a supporting runner from the middle of the park. But you're absolutely spot on. I thought initially he might went down. It could have been a decision for the referee to make.
Really important block coming in from Tom Aldred. Lafferty. And that could work out. Morelos, he's got Ejaria in the middle. Barisic arriving too. Morelos looks to the back, cleared by Richard Tate. Rangers still have it with Halliday. Strong header from Hartley. Main, forward from Rose. Cadden won't get there ahead of Katic. Main beats Barisic to it though. Craig Thompson says that there was no contact.
I think initially again that was good play down the left-hand side. Stephen?
Yeah, well, Craig actually gestured towards the players as if,
low head.
You know, he put his head about a foot off the ground. I think it was slightly higher than that, so.
But getting back to the chance again down the left-hand side. Again, good play from Morelos, but that particular time I think Tavernier's got to try and attempt to get across the face of the left full-back Tate.
Well, there's no let-up in the pace and intensity of this game. Ryan Jack, Andy Halliday. Tavernier. Jack once more. Flanagan. Katic back to Flanagan, now Jack. Halliday was looking for more ahead of him. Had to stretch to find Ejaria. He was caught by Campbell. And the first yellow card of the game is coming out for Alan Campbell.
Katic plays it into Halliday, who releases it. Yeah, I don't think he'll have too many complaints there. He's late. Campbell, yellow card. I'm just a little bit surprised it's taking 36 minutes to see one, which, you know, is good refereeing as well.
Stephen Robinson looks a little bit flabbergasted. I think maybe for that tackle alone it's probably not a yellow, but when you have a culmination of 4 or 5, even just little niggles and being around the referee, it's probably right.
Gregor tries to pick out Tavernier, who won the header well. Hartley into cover.
Corner.
Tavernier again, and there's Lafferty! Oh, a double on his return! Kyle Lafferty just loves it against Motherwell. He scores again, and Rangers are level again.
Listen, we've been really complimentary about Tate there, Stephen, but interested to hear your views on this. I think he switches off at the throw-in. Look, he doesn't go to Tavernier, allows him a space. Having said that, the delivery is absolutely fantastic, as is the finish. It's one of these when, Stephen, the ball comes across, if you're Lafferty, all you want to do is get a surface on it. You know if you head it down, it's going to be near impossible to save because of the wetness on the surface and the goodbye to the goalkeeper. It's a brilliant goal all round, it really is.
I think Tom Aldred takes his eyes off Kyle Lafferty. You know, Kyle Lafferty's on his shoulder, he's on his blind side. As the cross is coming, he makes his move back across him. Tom Aldred's flat-footed, and then it's all about the header. You're right, make contact, put it on target, and the grease in the surface will take it in.
What a game though, isn't it? Fantastic.
Well, that's why Kyle Lafferty is so popular amongst the Rangers support. That's 40 goals that he's scored for the Ibrox club now. 38 of them in his first spell. Barisic. And Rose heads clear.
You know, some people did doubt Kyle Lafferty coming back to Rangers. You know, there's a certain big guy about 6'3" that works for us. Wasn't too content, but you know what a response he's had.
Can you take that any further? Can you name names for me, Chris?
He's done really well to feed Ejaria there. Halliday, Morelos looking to profit.
I think Morelos has got to hit that first time. I really do. The strike comes in from Halliday. He doesn't hit it cleanly at all. But I think from Morelos' point of view, you've just got to redirect that towards the goal. That's a chance. Good play again down the left-hand side. The ball comes out. The strike's not clean. Just swing a left foot at it and try and knock it goalward.
Sorry, maybe a bit more forthright. It's not Daryl.
Out comes Trevor Carson. And up goes Main. Katic remains on the deck. Rangers players surrounding Craig Thompson. Curtis Main pleading his case.
My initial reaction is it's a free kick. Let's go on with the game.
Yeah, you can see the Rangers players are gesturing towards the referee. I think Curtis Main threw an arm and he threw an elbow. He's probably put a knee in his back.
He shoved him.
So it is, yeah, he shoved him, but he hasn't elbowed him by any stretch of the imagination.
It's a free kick.
Elbows were all the talk in the lead-up after the Betfred Cup semi-final, and Bowman on Cardoso. That ended in a broken nose for the Portuguese player. Johnson, and Main will chase that, and he'll get there ahead of Katic. Real pace shown from the Motherwell man. Cadden arriving now. No space inside Jack, but Motherwell will have the corner kick.
Tell you what, it's great persistent play by Curtis Main, just having that drive to get beyond.
Katic.
Then about the composure, but even look at Chris Cadden. The minute it gets in behind Chris Cadden, his first thing is to get in touch with Curtis Main, driving forward from wing back. Probably one of the first times in the first half he's managed to do that, because Barisic has been so good, but better for Motherwell.
The only thing I would say about the final ball from Main, Stephen, I thought he should have put it the other side of the defender.
Bigger man to take Motherwell's first corner. Kyle Lafferty was down, but he is back up and made the long run back to his own box to defend this. Bigaramana into the hustle and bustle of the box. Campbell turned by Morelos. It's now with Ryan Jack. Barisic. He's got Ejaria in the middle. He's free. Ove Ejaria! And it finds its way through! Rangers have been behind twice, but they're in front now, and they're riding on a crest of a wave.
What a counter. What a counter-attack. They take the gamble, they keep two men up the pitch. Morelos does exceptionally well, the move just continued to flow. Again, the delivery, the pass into feet from Barisic is sensational. I'm screaming for him to hit it there, he gets his wee half yard. Not sure about the goalkeeper, he gets a big hand on it, Stephen. But as counter-attacks go, it's a fantastic goal, it really is.
And when you score in the counter-attack, so many things have to be perfect. The weight of the pass, the tempo of the pass, the movement up and down the pitch, and it was. I think Trevor Carson thinks he's going to go a little bit wider, doesn't get a strong enough hand, but from a Rangers perspective, it's a counter-attack, and they're on fire.
Ove Ejaria has his first goal in Rangers colours. He's been involved in every game, and this is off the back of what Stephen Gerrard described as his best performance since arriving against Ufa on Thursday night.
Well, I think Stephen touched on it. You know, Scottish football has its critics, but this opening first half of football has been as exciting and interesting and riveting as I've seen in a long, long time. Both sides really committed. It's been a great 45 minutes.
Main, now Bigaramana. Hartley. And Main, and that was too physical as Johnson knocks it in.
It's a free kick, isn't it? I think Curtis just gets himself the wrong side. You can't go and barge into people in the opposition box. I think he had the beating of Flanagan, so you know it's not the greatest of decisions. Just a simple ball in the box. Flanagan's desperate for the contact so he can get himself a free kick.
He made his initial run in front of Flanagan, then once the ball was going over his head, Stephen, he struggled to get back and gave away the free kick.
Well, for so long it was looking good for Stephen Robinson and his men. They led twice. Rangers turning it around and lead by the odd goal in 5.
have to congratulate again at the early stages that come towards the end of the first half. I think tactically Steven Gerrard has done a very, very clever thing, and that was moving Goldson out to the right hand side, because Goldson certainly the first opening 15-20 minutes was not having a comfortable afternoon. He's put him out there. He hasn't had so much of the threat of Maine, which was a problem for him, and he's settled himself into the game.
I've got AFC filed against Harrogate Town in the Vanarama tomorrow from 5 p.m. Barisic, as we're midway through 1 minute of stoppage time. Lafferty. Did come off the bench on Thursday night. This is domestic second debut. On Morelos, he's done brilliantly here. Bigarumana though on hand. Ejaria, quick feet, but the ball just slipping away from his control. And that will take us to half-time. Time for a rest. Kyle Lafferty, 2 goals on his return to Rangers. Ejaria has put Rangers in front after Danny Johnson gave Motherwell a very early lead, but top entertainment at Fir Park. It's Motherwell 2, Rangers